It has been 15 minutes before midnight, and welcome back to Comic Studio. Now we're scrolling down, and we just seen for some sort of get to life things that we just got for insanely having a little bit of major problem as well. So, the last time we refused to search learning blocks, and especially we just already and about I'm not gonna be pretty sure as well. We just already checked it out for the Wandersong Comic Studio, like the number blocks or the learning blocks, like anything as well. So I don't really think that we just got the first scam a little bit. So let's just break through over here, but we don't want to get scammed for a little bit for something as well. So it's right over here that the meme comic creators could be the Max Design Pro Comic Studio. I wonder that we're gonna be getting scammed a little bit as well. But unless it's time to get us gambled for Max Design Pro Comic Studio feels going to be making you gamble as well. So there must be Barney Error Comic Studio as well. I'm not gonna be doing this for something as well. So let's just try to gamble myself. So this is absolutely for non-gambling techniques as well. So we're gonna be turning up some spoilers, and we got some bad guys. I think that we just absolutely contain some bad guys for its will, and this should be for the Max Pro Comic Studio. So we're just using for submitted sprites as for funny film like those things as well. I mean, that must be for some sort of amazing world of Gumball as well. So I'm not gonna be using for the studio crossovers as well. And the characters where we got Max, Jimmy, I mean, that must be Jimmy Donaldson, Hope, Jeff, Martha, and Grandfather, Fluffy. There's a trucker like Angus Josh, Paolo, Duncan, Billy, Cute Child, Waitress, the teacher, female teacher, the pilot as well. Pregnant monkey was absolutely for probably over here. The Wilderfinger Max, Hitman monkey, Trifly Thumb Jimmy, other kinds of guys, other franchise, and shopkeeper. This is absolutely going to be for some sort of the whole amount of family around here. And the nuggets that we got here is probably anywhere of that for this thing as well. Or am I gonna be added for Omega Nuggets as well? That was absolutely, that must be the Omega Nugget, the Rich Nugget, the Old Nugget, Homeless Nugget, Robber, the Terrorist, the Female, the Nurse, the Police Officer, the Baby Nugget, Tyler, and the Pirate Nuggets. Like those things. And as you can see, the Max Design Pro is owned by Max Design Pro itself. I mean, this is his user itself as well. Thanks to Max Design Pro Wiki Fandom for the images, but I'm probably sure this is going to be making you rich, and probably it's absolutely making you gamble. But things as absolutely that using for nuggets as well, you can use for some sort of nuggets to make memes around itself. And also, it was going to be pretty having fun for around here. So before we're going to be headed straight to 2025, that after we just published this video, and I make sure that the recommendations, you're going to be about to use some of the Nugget memes as well, for some sort of a Cotton Eye Joe, for some sort of crazy song against as well. So am I gonna be using for some sort of music as well, but maybe next time that we're not gonna be hearing this because due to something like copyright concerns. And looks like we're gonna be going to do this something next as well. So we have any kinds of props from those, some kind of the nuggets as well. We got a clickbait over here, another clickbait over here. That must be paintings. And for some sort of bed, a soccer ball, and a wanted poster. but some sort of like to help and no help like those things is probably to do so as well. We got links, but it's absolutely going to be quite the same. And the backgrounds itself were pretty a little bit good, but what absolutely going to be next thing is something pretty dangerous or nothing is safe is going to be going on out here. So let's put it on for this thing as well, but I'm not pretty sure. We're going to be putting all the way outside of the road, and we're going to be used as some sort of roads. So I might going to be for doing it so for a little bit as well. And that's all the 3 background images. And what about the submitted sprites? Was absolutely for being for a little bit as well. So there must be more icons on the sprites, and hopefully that should be a lot of those things as well. The Butterfinger was actually pretty one thing as well, so it's going to be for around for a lot of them as well. Is there any sprites for a lot of those? But I think this is absolutely yes as well, and American reference like there too as well. And so there are pretty more of those background images have just expanded a little bit as much. So I might able to be added for the meantime as well until we're gonna be finishing all the way up at the end of this video as well. So before the final results comes as well, it will be taking a lot of more minutes to do this. So we added a little bit of very much as well. I think this is absolutely that we just already said so many times in a previous amount of videos, but now it got absolutely this as well. And because we just eventually added Family Guy around here of those characters around here, because we just eventually added Peter Griffin, Joe, and Cleveland on the streets like there, so as well. Probably that we got absolutely added for 2 more and 4 more about and for some kind of citizens from the South Park, and probably there must be for less of the stickmans, like probably what it is, as we're starting off with this, probably like pretty good of this entrance as well, that we got 2 coffee cookies, are absolutely that she's chilling all the way for around here, and she's going to be getting in the building as well. And there must be a supercar owner like this, or a taxi driver was probably, there must be some sort of a company over here for some sort of a yay coin. It could be absolutely, didn't absolutely run a company as well, but I'm not very sure. This isn't going to be exist as well, because I just made it a little bit as well. And as you look at this time, it's absolutely going to be for around here. It was absolutely going to be a little bit late as well, as we're added around Peter Griffin and a Phantom Blue that is absolutely switching lives. Almond Rogue Ford Cookie was probably this as well. That is actually for some sort of like this. And for some sort of a stupidly idiotic studio as well. So we're probably added for another stickman from some sort of game that I didn't absolutely seeing this out. I'm probably that it was chased by a stickman as well. An angry stickman assassinator who's going to be assassinate Peter Griffin. I think this isn't going to be for such as yes. So I'm going to be taking a little bit fixes as well, so it won't be gonna be perfect a little bit as well. So next is the outside of the park as well, at the city as well. Then we have 2 characters from the South Park, like they're grown-ups, and probably for some sort of, we got 3 stickmans over here. Stickmans, like probably that someone is absolutely holding for some glasses, unlike as well. And that doesn't have for even exist as really Henry Stickmin as really possible. We got Joe over here with his wheelchair, added espresso cookie, and Omega Nugget, and behind there must be a big fat bear jelly over here. And finally, that we have a skater cookie, and that I just added around chess choco cookie outside the garage that he's going to be going out to play for some time in the day as well. So that is all for some sort of quirks and features, and about for Max as well. Max Pro for some sort of like those things. And absolutely for Max Design Pro that we probably just already check it out of this way as well. I'm gonna be seeing you for another day, as we probably think that I'm just seeing for some sort of a midnight that I just recorded around here for up next of this video. So if you'd like to check it out of this comic studio, you're gonna be at the age of 16 to view this comic studio, whatever it is. So I never being saw from the YouTube as well, because I just probably guess it wasn't going to be broadcasted cartoons or something as well. But it also features, there must be a channel anyways, like probably to do so as well. And thankfully, this is absolutely that I'm going to be signing off. And don't forget the link is going to be in the description below, and including the main website as well. As I'm going to be signing off, and I'll be talking mini lads and comic studio users all later.